Hi, I'm Vanshika.
Okay, nice to meet you, Vanshika. Stuart, can I hear from you?
Good morning, I'm Stuart.
Wow, nice to meet you, Stuart. Shuen, let me hear you. Say something.
Good morning, I'm Sri.
Okay, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking this opportunity to learn more. I hope we are in primary six, those ones who have just joined and those ones we've ever met some time back. I'm glad to have you all today. I would like each one of us to share where they had ended, and basically we can also spot out where to start from. I would like to know whether you were in P6 for some time or you just joined the P6 course after primary, finishing the primary 5 course, so that I can really give you enough help so that we can be better. We can start from Vanshika. Can I hear from you? Esther, thank you for joining. Vanshika, can you say something? Okay. Previously, we're looking at bases, and let me hope we all were all able to access the work through the link that I shared in our WhatsApp group. Let me try to see if you didn't get the work, if you didn't access it still, we can talk about it. Elizabeth?
Yes.
Okay. Rashika, I've seen your, Hathi, I've seen your message. That's good. So I think we can cover all the topics in our, we can cover all the topics, all the units in our course. And previously I had shared a link because I assumed that we're all participating in the previous engagements. I had shared a link about some about bases in our WhatsApp group. So I want to know whether we accessed the work or not. Elizabeth, did you access the work?
No.
You didn't access it?
Yes.
Okay. Esther, did you access the work?
No.
Hathi, did you access the work? Hathi, did you access the work I sent in the via the link I sent in the group? I didn't access. Oh, he also didn't. She didn't access the work. Hathi didn't access the work. Stuart, did you access the work?
No,
Ah, okay. Of all of us, how many attended the previous engagement that was about bases? Christabel, you're welcome. Nice to meet you. We're still sharing our experience with mathematics so that we can have a ground to really cover enough and to really be helped so that we can at least use this time well. Thank you for joining. Elizabeth, Lynette, did you did you attend the previous engagement about bases?
No.
Esther?
No.
Okay. Hathi? Hathi did not, I think. Shuen, did you attend that engagement? All right, I had shared, let me share my screen. This is what I wanted you to access. This is the kind of work I wanted you to access. via the link I sent you. It's a the link is in our WhatsApp group. So you will just tap it, it will give you this kind of work. I wanted us to go through this. It is a subtopic in mathematics. And I hope we've, at least, since we've completed the P5 course, at least we looked at it and we are just adding in a few. When they talk about bases, this is a way of counting in groups. But this time round, they specify the group. This is the work you will access when you go, when you check in our WhatsApp group. Sorry, in the WhatsApp group here. There is a link I shared. So I urge you to go there and check something about this work here. You access it and cover a lot in it. So that when we have our next engagement, we can have that ground where at least we can, each one of us can share their experience, what they realized that was hard, where they need help, what failed them, all that. So that's the kind of work I want us to access. We shall check in our group after our engagement. We can go through it, but let me give you just the introductory part of it. Let me share just the introductory part of it. Let me, we are going to go through it. So that we can, at least by the time we access this work, we shall be in position to understand how it follows. I'll be sharing my screen still so that we can see how it comes about. We can at least have some knowledge about it so that when we go and access the link, we're in position to pick up something from it. So let me share my screen again so that we can talk about bases. We've said that this is like a mode of counting in groups. Since we're in P6, we shall see different modes of counting. You find that we have bases. We also have them. They can fall under the finite system, whereby you still have a mode of counting, whereby you have a group that saying that a group of 5, or that is base 5, finite 5, like that. We shall see that when we go to finite, after bases, we are going to look at finite system so that we can see how best we can handle it. A basis is just a subtopic. It's not a topic on its own. And when we are counting in bases, there are some two things we need to note. One, each base has a special name. Each base has a special name, and each special name bases. I've shared again my screen. I want us to briefly go through this subtopic so that we're in position to catch up with the work in the link there, because I'll still assign you to go and attempt the assignment after attempting this unit here. They're saying that each base has its special name. Then the number of digits, sorry, I repeated number. The number of digits used in each base are equal to the base name. That is one thing special about the bases. So for example, in base 2, the special name for base 2 is binary base, and the digits we use in base 2 are 0 and 1. Why do we have 0 and 1 and we don't have 1 and 2? One of the things we should note when we are dealing with bases, when you're dealing with bases only, we only use the digits that are less than that base name. We use the digits that are less than that base name. So you find that digits that are less than 2 are 0 and 1. So we use 0 and 1 for So you find that when you're dealing with base 2, you will have 0 and 1 as digits used in base 2. So other bases still have the same is applied in other different bases. When you go to, let me share again my screen because it has gone off. Then we have another base here. We have base 3, and the special name for base 3 is ternary base. So when you're looking at digits used in base 3, we have the digits used in base 3, we shall have 0, 1, and 2. Why do we have 0, 1, and 2? Because we say that the number of digits used in a base are equal to the base name. So we have 3 digits, that is 0, 1, and 2. And we are not including 3. Why are we not including 3? 1, you will have broken the rule that says the number of digits used in a given base are equal to the base name, or 3 is equal to base 3, so it cannot be used in base 3. That means you will have exceeded. Then we have base 4, and its special name is quaternary base. We use digits 0, 1, 2, and 3 in it. Then we have base, its special name is quinary base. And we use digits 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have base 6, and who can tell the special name for base 6? Someone, special name for base 6? Lynette, can you try out? Lynette?
Yes.
Can you try the special name for base 6? The special name for base 6 is senary base, and this is how it can be written, senary base. The digits used are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. When you count them, you realize that they are 6 digits already. So we don't need the 6 because it is equal to the base name, and we don't need it. The rule says digits used in a given base should be less than the base name. Then we have base 7, and its special name is septenary base. It makes it to qualify, have 7 digits in it. So we have digits from 0 to 6, and those are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have base 8, and its special name is octobase. So in this base here, we have digits 0 to 7. When you count all the digits used in base 8, 8 digits. Then we have another one, we have base 9. Base 9, we have, its special name is nonary base. And in nonary base, we use 9 digits. And those are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we have base 10. And in base 10, base 10 has very many names. We can call it a decimal base. We can call it a standard base. We can call it a normal base. We can call it denary base. And the digits used in base 10 are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. When they say that these are the only digits, and let's first move back to the other page. When they say that there are only 2 digits used in base 2, it does not simply mean that we don't have numbers in base 2 that have more than 2 digits. This is what I'm trying to mean. When they give you such digits, they mean that These digits here can be used to form various numbers. So we can have a number that is 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, base 2. Regardless, I know some of us are going to be confused because teacher gave you only 2 digits. And when you look at the numbers, the number we have, the number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits, and yet it is in base 2. These digits here, the digits they give that are given to you in base 2 help you to form various numbers in base 2. So you find that here we have 0, 1 as the digits used in base 2. So we can use 0, 1 to form very, very many numbers. You can even form a number of 10 digits as let me share my screen again. I think some of you have lost it. So I was saying that when you're given this, when you realize the digits used in a given base, you don't need, they are used to form different numbers, which numbers can contain more than 2 or more digits. For example, here, let's look at base 3 also. For base 3, we have 0, 1, and 2. So for here, we can use these digits to form a 2-digit number. We can have 2, 1, base 3. We can use it to make even a 4-digit number. That can be 2, 1, 1, 0, 2, base 3. So these digits just help you to form numbers in that given base. Then another thing we should note about bases, we don't read these numbers as wholes. From one base that I'll tell you, when you're reading numbers in bases from 2 to 9, because we are looking at 2 to 9, they are also base 1, and it also has a special name, but when we are dealing with basically at our levels, at our primary level, we concentrate on base 10, bases from 10 to 2, or bases from 2 to 10. So when you're reading numbers in these bases, that is from base 2 to base 10 to base 9. We read each digit independently. Here, if you have a number that is 4, 6, 2. If it is given any base, let's assume it is in base 9. You will have to read it independently. So you will read it as 4, 6, 2, base 9. The same applies to other bases. Numbers in bases from 2 to 9, they are read independently. Each digit is read independently. But let us see something special about base 10. When you go to base 10, you find that digits, numbers in base 10, we read them as wholes, yes? When you find that, for example, you get a number, 46. As long as you realize that this number is in base 10, we read it as 46. Yes? And so it means that Whenever each number we keep on reading, as a whole belongs to base 10. So let us note this. Whenever you find a number without a base name, it belongs to base 10. So you will find various numbers, 1, 2, 3. So this number will be read as 123. As long as it does not have a base name, just know that it belongs to base 10. And so these digits can be used to form very many numbers. You can have 9, 1, 2, 3. So you find that this is 99,123. And so this number belongs to base 10. It does not have a base name. If the base name is not there, just know that you're dealing with a number that belongs to base 10. That is briefly an introduction about bases, how we can read them, how we can read them, and how we can find. Now at least we know that these digits are used in this base and those ones are not used in that base. So when we visit our link, you're going to find such work, so you will be in position to understand what they really mean. Then you will go and also meet operation on, yeah, this one we've already seen. We shall go and see operation on bases, addition and subtraction of bases. 1, addition of bases. When you're adding bases, because in P6 we also have that part where we add different bases. We shall see how to handle that. It is also in that group, it is also part of that work in the link. So when they give you addition of bases, it's what I'm going to look at today, so that you can have more time. Subtraction, you're going to look at it you're going to check the link I sent in the WhatsApp group. You go through that. Then I will be in position to help where you find any challenge. Ask, please. You can put the question in the group. Then we can schedule an engagement. We meet and probably go through that piece of work. You'll be taking, I urge you to take note. Whenever you're looking at this work here, please take note so that you can easily be helped. We have addition of bases. When we are adding bases, this is very simple to deal with. Here it is horizontal, so you organize this vertically because we have add 3402 base 8 plus 1023 base 8. You arrange it vertically. When they talk about vertically, that is the standing mode of any object or a figure. So you organize it. That's how it will look like. In our level, one thing I urge us to always have is the side work. It can be called side work, or you can call it part of your work. And this helps you in mathematics. Before you put any answer here, you will always be sure. So you can call it side work or part of work. Still, the rules don't change, as we know that when we are adding, we start from the right hand. So you will add, we shall have 2 plus 1 and 2 plus 3, giving us 5. You can write it here. Then still you follow the same order, you'll have 0 plus 2. Still you can put it here in the side work. You get your answer here as 2. Then you have 4 plus 0, you still come and write it in the side work. You get your answer. You put it there as 4. Then you come and add 3 plus 1, put it in the side work. Still don't get tired and put the answer here. Why do we have the side work with us? So the side work. The side work helps us to identify whether a digit is suitable for the base we are dealing with. Because you find that in some cases, that will be the answer for this case. The reason as to why we have the side work, you find that in some cases, you may add and get the number beyond the base name. And remember, we all know the digits used in the base name. If I'm to ask which digits are supposed to be used in base 8, Stuart, can you share with me the digits to be used in base 8?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow, thank you so much. So you find that we use digits from 1 to 7 in base 8. So whenever you add and you find that you've got digits that exceed the base name, we shall find that we need to so when you add, what will happen in case we find that we've added and we've got the answer exceeding the base name? This is what we shall apply. Let us see the second example here. Let us see example 2. It says add 2, 3, 2 base 4 plus 1, 2, 3 base 4. So when you have 2, 3, 2 base 4, this is what happens. Arrange the number vertically so that it can be easier to add. Still, don't fear apply. You should always make sure you have the side work with you because it helps you identify. It can be called your side work or it can be part of the work. So when you have 2, you start from the right, we have 2 plus 3. You came here and add. We have 2 plus 3. Now when you have 2 plus 3, what do we get as our answer? Someone to give us an answer here. Yes, yes, Lynette?
5.
You shall get 5. Thank you so much. So when you have 5, remember, we are dealing with base 4. Someone to remind us the digits used in base 4. Someone to remind us the digits used in base 4. Put your hands up. Yes, Vanshika?
0, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Although you have not been so clear, Hath has also written it in the chat. Hathi says we have 0, 1, 2, 3. So that is in base 4. Thank you so much. So whenever you realize that you've added and got beyond those digits, and you've got an answer that runs beyond 0, 1, 2, 3, as they are used in base 4. So what do? The answer you've got, that is 5. We divide it by the base given, that is 4. So you can either use this order or else you can write it as 4. You can write it as 5 divided by 4. You can choose which one is simpler for you to use. So whenever you add and realize that you have an answer that is beyond the base name, yes? either if the answer is equal to the base or beyond the base name, what we do, we divide the answer by the base given. What answer shall we get here? Hands up. If we divide 5 by 4, what do we get? Let me see. Stuart, can you try? Stuart?
One remainder.
Good, thank you. We shall have. Thank you so much. We shall have one remainder, 1. Now here, what do we consider as our answer? We take the remainder. The remainder will be our answer. That is 1. Then the whole number, because the whole number here is a complete group, yes? It means that this one here, because when you put them you put them in terms of pictures, you have 5 bits. You have 5 bits. So when you group these 5 bits here, because we are dealing with base 4, that means we shall count 4 and group, yes? So you find that you have one complete group and a remainder here, the one that remained. So the complete group is taken to the next place value. So we shall have a 1 here, yes? And the remainder is written as the answer in that under that place value we're dealing with. Then you move to the next number, we shall have so when you move to the next, we shall have 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, we still get 5. 3 plus 2. Oh, Hathy, you tried. Yeah, that's good. That's very good. So when you have 2 plus 3, you get 5. When you get 5, still you divide the base, the answer by the base, and you'll get 1 remainder, 1. But remember, we had carried a 1 here, yes? Because our answer here was 1, and we had lifted a 1. So it is 2 plus 3 plus, let me put it here, we have 2 plus 3 plus 1. So we have 2 plus 3 plus 1, and the answer will be, someone to give us the answer? Someone to give us the answer? Christabel, can you try? Yeah, Hath has already put the answer in the group. That is 6. Thank you, Hathy. Christabel, you put up your hand, please, and give us the answer in case, okay? So we shall have answer 6. So when you find that you have answer 6, what do we do? Because 6 does not lie. Let me first, this is the second one. This was the first one. This is the second one. You find that 6 does not lie in the what? In the digits for base 4. So what do? Yes, Lynette?
We divide 6 by 4.
Wow. So we shall say 6 divide by 4. Someone has already got the answer there?
1 remainder 2.
Wow, 1 remainder 2. And we said that when we are writing the answer, we write the remainder 2 and we regroup the whole number is taken to the next place value. So you find that then in the next group we shall the next place value we shall have 1 plus 2 plus 1. What do we get as the answer? Someone give us the answer. Yes. Stuart?
Oh.
We get answer 4. Thank you so much. So what, so can we put 4 there? Hema, thank you. I've seen your answer. It's 4. Then Hema, I'm asking. Hema, can you hear me? Hema, can we write answer 4 under that place of value there? Christabel, what are you saying about it? Can we put answer 4 there?
No, we cannot put it.
So what can we do?
So we have to divide it by 4.
Okay, thank you so much. So we shall say 4 divide by 4. What do we get as the answer? Which answer do we get? Yes, Happy.
We get 1 remainder 0.
Wow, we get 1 remainder
0.
Thank you so much. So what are we writing now? As the answer we write 0, thank you. Then we take the 1 in the next place. If you find that there is nothing to add to it, you bring it down here. So this will be our answer in base 4. So I want you to go and visit the link that I shared in the group so that you can try out some numbers that require addition. Then you read through subtraction, try it out. If you meet a challenge, write it down so that in our next engagement we can share more, okay? So the answer here will be this. That's how the answer will be. But remember to put the side work like we've shared how to do it. Unless you have a question, but I'll set you free. Thank you for attending. Please go and visit our group. You pick that link, go through that work, please. When you meet a challenge, write it down so that we can share about it. Otherwise, yes, please.
Teacher, like if we are done with the work, we hand it in for marking. Like we send it to you.
Yeah, it's okay. But basically, I would like, first of all, before you send me the work, at least send me those areas where you found a challenge before you send me the work, because you're going to go through the whole work as it is put in that unit, yes? Where you meet a challenge and you need clarification, please, you try to contact me. We can schedule an engagement at any time so that we can be helped. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So have a beautiful morning. Thank you for attending, everyone. I'm waiting for that period when you go through that work and you really have to share with us what you've made. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. Have a nice day. We can leave the meeting, please. We can leave the meeting, please.